Welcome back to British Stand. It's everybody's favourite MP, of course, the Pirates of the Caribbean extra, Jess Phillips. We've got a reaction of hers in a sort of debate, if you want to call it that. But her reaction is absolute word salad. She's acting offended, she smiles at the wrong moments, and looks to talk back at people if they're stupid when asking, well, she seems to think that people are asking her ridiculous questions. She can never answer anything that she has been asked, and it's total deflection. And again, she is no champion of female safety at all. I've been saying it for weeks now. Jess Phillips must resign. But let's feast your eyes on this latest word salad from Jess Phillips, and an absolute meltdown from her. And it just shows her incompetence on how out of depth she actually is. As always, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, get involved in the live chat, and let's have a little watch of Jess Phillips.
Thank you, Chair. I would like to just take my focus onto some of the responses to Dame Baroness Casey, if that's all right, Minister, and just on the ICS recommendations as well, while we've got you in front of us. It was just, are you able to provide an update on the recommendations from the ICS report in terms of time frame when they are going to be implemented? Because at the moment, my understanding is we're not quite sure.
Well, look, no, I mean, I gave a statement to Parliament and published a plan, if you will, of some of the timelines that are really specifically on the ICSA recommendations. Once again, the Home Office is actually only responsible for, I think, 4 of the 20 ICSA recommendations. They are the responsibility largely of other government departments, but that has there is a published timeline on some of those things. Now, some of them are waiting and reliant on what happened last week, which is the comprehensive spending review, and so government departments are currently going away and looking at their obligations in light of the spending review. So I would say more update on timelines of exactly how that will come in the coming months when those conversations are had.
Okay, so are you able to give any better indication on time frame? I'm just conscious.
What? What? Did anyone get that? I had no idea what she said there. What? What is she going about? What?
We're almost a year in.
Have you got a particular?
Well, just for example,
recommendation?
Yeah, okay. So look, public awareness campaign. As far as I'm aware, no plans yet. Power for courts to intervene in council exercise parental responsibility. No plans yet.
Say the first one, and I'll answer.
Well, okay, I'll pick power for a court to intervene in council exercise of parental responsibility. So my understanding is that there's been no indication set out by government on that, or indeed about 14 of the 20 yet.
Again, sorry, I'm genuinely going deaf.
So power for court to intervene in councils to exercise parental responsibility. My understanding is there's been no indication on timings associated with that. The point I'm making is, I think there's about 14 of the recommendations that we don't have a proper understanding of time frame yet. I just was wondering. Well,
look, like I say, I stood and made a statement in Parliament about the update on the ICSA recommendations and published a plan with timelines in it. That still stands. I expect an update to that, like I say, which is what I said during the statement, following governments having government departments having their settlement.
Okay. And can I just ask, what conversations have you had with the Education Secretary on the ICSA recommendations?
So myself, personally, I have met with the Education Secretary alongside Alexis J and others who were involved in ICSA when we were leading up to what our response to the recommendations would be. So myself and Alexis J. However, the Cabinet Office and the Home Secretary, obviously the Home Secretary has bilaterals with the Education Secretary. I don't have the exact data in front of me, but I'm going to say regularly.
When was the last conversation you had with the Education Secretary to ICSA? You personally as a safeguard?
what is she even saying? What is she even saying? It's just adding words in there. Like, I'm being legit. I'm not just taking the piss out of her. What is she actually saying? She's been speaking for 3.5 minutes, and I have no idea what she's talking about. It's not just the spluttering and splattering every minute. I just don't know what she's saying. She's putting key words in there and trying to make something out of it. A complete word salad. Horrendous.
Minister.
Me personally, when was the last conversation? I met with the Education Secretary. I met with her.
The reason I ask is because I did a written question to the Home Office asking when the recommendation for a cabinet minister for children was going to be implemented, and the response that I had was, "Well, that's the responsibility of the Education Secretary."
No, the response is the same response that the previous government gave to that recommendation, which is that the Education Secretary is the Cabinet Minister for children.
Which is what I've just said. So my question being, just how much dialogue is the Home Office having with the
Department for Education on ICSA?
And for you as the
a lot.
Okay, but just give us a little bit. When
me personally meeting with the Secretary of State for Education on ICSA was just before we announced our plans, and the meeting was really specifically around a Child Protection Authority, and I took along Alexis J to that meeting with me. However, I meet Janet Davey, who is the Minister for Children. She is on the Violence Against Women and Girls Board. We also have had a cross-government board specifically on the ICSA recommendations and how they pass over. Now, obviously, at an official level, we are speaking to the Department for Education on the issue of ICSA, not just ICSA, and also more broadly child abuse and our interventions in it. I'm going to say week in, week out. But the Secretary of State has met with the Home Secretary on a number of occasions. Like I say, I'm more than happy to find out, although it is available on the government websites, I believe, when they meet. It's something I didn't know until recently. So you can look to see how many times they've met.
Can you just provide any indication?
Well, there you go. I mean, I'm not even taking the piss. Again, I think everybody knows my opinion on Jess Phillips, but what on earth was she talking about there for 5.5 minutes? Like, it was genuinely just like keywords just put into a spiel, and then we're expected to know what she's going on about. But my goodness me, that's an MP. That's wild. Splattering, stuttering, all these kind of things. I want to say, I didn't get any of it. Didn't get anything what she was saying. People asking in the comments, what's this about? I don't know. He was asking questions about a serious matter, and she just smiling, spurting, splattering, stuttering at every opportunity. And I didn't even get the answer to the questions. She just went on a tangent, as Labour MPs do. But my goodness me, that might go down there as one of the worst performances in a debate or in the Commons for that matter. But that's disgraceful. And I would be seriously, seriously embarrassed if I wasn't already if I was Jess Phillips. But that was diabolical, genuinely. Let's have a little look at the live chat, see what people are saying with regard to Jess Phillips. Efina says, I can't listen to this bull crap. She's deflecting, not answering. She thinks she's being clever. You know, that's what she did. I mean, you saw that towards the end there, of all the smiling and then cracking a joke there at the end. Yeah, she does think she's being clever. But yeah, deflection and taking the great British public as a ride. And for that matter, of course, the victims as well. This serious, serious scandal for a ride as well. It's disgusting. And I can't believe I actually made through the 5.5 minute watch there of Jess Phillips. So yeah, I'm sorry that I put you through it, but you need to see the incompetence of some of these MPs, and especially someone that's in charge of these victims, as she so to speak, and says that she's done a lot. Yeah, she's the one representing these individuals. My goodness me, I wouldn't want her on my side, would you? Only one Steve London. I prefer a woman not to wear makeup, but Phillips is a massive exception. I mean, I thought she was wearing makeup for the Pirates of the Caribbean set. So yeah, she does look like that guy. I can't remember his name. Do you know the two pair from the Pirates of the Caribbean? You got the chubby one, and then you've got the tall one with that same haircut. She genuinely reminds me of that guy from the Pirates of the Caribbean. Smirks says she's had lessons from Kamala Harris. Yeah, yeah. Deep Space Discovery says, does every Labour MP bring up the previous government? I ain't got a clue what she's on about. Me and you the same. I had no idea what she was going on about either. And yeah, I mean, I think that's in the sort of the script book to always bring up the previous government. If you don't know an answer to a question, or you can't you can't provide an answer on the spot, then just deflect it onto the previous government. But the thing is, they've nearly been in for a year now, Labour. The year probably now, actually. And yeah, still doing that, always deflecting, and especially with this individual case, it was a part of the Labour MPs anyway back in the day that were covering up this sorts of stuff. So it was on their party and on their watch, and it was in Labour ran councils and all of these kind of things. So they can't be deflecting for everything. But yeah, previous government is always in the script that they want to share with everybody else. Jess needs to submit a voluntary... Jesus. Crazy. But yeah, there will still be... someone said that the worst year of our lives. So I'm going to do that Homer thing to Bart. The worst year of your life so far. We've still got another 4 more years of these guys. And to be fair, in another 3 years, they will still be blaming the previous government. What cat badge were you, brother? Scots Guards. I was in the Scots Guards back in the day. Some of these comments, man. To be fair, I'm open to it. If you want to mock Jess, I mean, she's out of her depth massively. So, funniest comment will probably get pinned. So yeah, keep them coming. Keep them coming. She needs to take them horse columns and jog on. Love it. Yeah. But yeah, guys, that's enough for this morning's the live stream. But as always, guys, please do let me know your thoughts on Jess Phillips and whatever she was talking about. And if someone could translate me and tell me what she was saying, by the way, that would be much appreciated. I haven't got enough time today to translate whatever she was talking about into a full bit of dialogue here on the channel. But if anyone wants to translate, then feel free to do so in the comments, and I'll pin it. I'll pin the comment for everybody else that's watching, because I had no idea what she was talking about, funnily enough. But a total embarrassment regardless. But guys, thank you for tuning in. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all later for some more news and more content from around Britain and Europe. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time.